It looks like he's walking out here. I can see the cameras, the lights flashing. We're not going to be able to see him because people are standing on top of ladders. They're screaming out cancer. They're screaming out. Screaming out questions. Here we go. They're talking.
Know that next week we'll be filing a motion to dismiss. We expect these charges to be dismissed. You all remember the Brian Benjamin case. Similar shaky theory. That case was dismissed. Same prosecutors, same theory. But the spectacle of this so exciting to them that they wanted to bring another one of these cases. This case isn't even a real case. This is the airline upgrade corruption case. The third thing we said is that we demand that they bring exculpatory information and the discovery to court on Wednesday. As you know from looking at the indictment and from what happened in court, there are no emails, text messages, or any corroboration whatsoever that the mayor knew about anything having to do with these campaign donations. The entire body of evidence is one staffer that says there was a conversation. What you have not learned is that that staffer has lied, and the government is in possession of that lie. When that staffer was first interviewed, that staffer said that Mayor Adams knew nothing about this, he was not involved in this, and that he is innocent. They have that information. They have not turned that over to us. They have not turned that over to you. And so it sort of does not surprise us that they did not answer any questions at that press conference, their little press conference the other day. They have no answer for any of these questions. And they didn't want to stick around from questions either. Questions like, why are they doing this? Why are they targeting him? The questions you all started to ask as they were leaving. They normally answer questions. They didn't want to stay for questions in this case. And they left and they made this assertion or this, they implied that somehow he's disappointing people or that people ought to be disappointed in him. It's not him doing this. It's the government, the other government that everybody should be disappointed in, bringing this case against the sitting mayor. I don't have anything further today. And thank you all.
If hope is lost, I need to resign. Will you? Corrupt, Mr. Mayor. Are you corrupt? Do you take free hotel rooms? What's your message to New Yorkers?
We're ready. Okay, now as you can see, the mayor walking out. The mayor did not say anything. His attorney, though, Alex Spiro, did talk. It lasted for about 4 or 5 minutes there. The mayor then walking away, holding, the thumbs up. Reporters screaming questions out to him. Are you going to resign? He's not going to resign. He's already said he's not going to resign. But the interesting thing that his attorney, Alex Spiro, just said, they're alleging that this all involves one staffer who did all of this work with all of these Turkish officials, all of these Turkish businessmen, some of them wanting to donate $50,000 each, and that she did that all on her own without the mayor's knowledge. That is what they are maintaining. The indictment says something quite different.
Yeah, exactly. And, in the indictment, it doesn't just list one person. And also, I believe he's referring to there, and I'm forgetting her last name, but her first name is Rena, and she used to work in Adams' office, and she, could also potentially, I believe, her home was raided along with Brianna Suggs last November, and it came out a few months later that it seemed like she was cooperating with the Justice Department. So I believe that is who he was talking about. But something else that really caught my eye, and something that the lawyer said today and he said yesterday, is they're really trying to focus on these just these travel perks. That it's just these flight airline upgrades. It's just these little luxury hotels and stuff like that. But they didn't really reference the public campaign matching funds. And he received millions because of these illegal contributions that he allegedly took. He got millions of dollars in public campaign matching funds as well. So public money as well.